The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. But able to get it up past the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 18 yards, first down Niners.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in his own blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing here, Purdy. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. On fourth down, here's Purdy. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. So really a nice drive there for the first points of the game.
And how about the fact that it was a run by the wide receiver that got him into the end zone, Brandon? You know, these guys, we know they're not afraid to open up the playbook, and they showed it to us right there on the first drive.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
11.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
It's a gain of 35.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to keep it running right. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield now, Burrow. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet inbounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. He's across midfield, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Samuel. Past the 20. 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. So this, not a stat line that you'd expect to see. 2 touchdowns for him now in the ball game, both coming on the ground.
And while it may be unusual, it's obvious they found something that they like on offense that they can use against the defense. And I think they'll continue to go to it until they stop them.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline, inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
27 yards there, a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal, San Francisco.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Mixon with a first down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Here we go.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. That'll go as a pickup at 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success.
Here we go.
Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. McPherson on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
20. Down the sideline he goes. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 16-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Here we go.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And partner, the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On one, ready?
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. 12.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down.
Start.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
What 80? What is that? Start.
On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Start.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Start.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. Finding Samuel. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Cheetah Bay Ruzi on the pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 to It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
One, ready? 12. Ready, start.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 10 yards on the
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can get...
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Burrow. And he will find his man Chase complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Burrow on play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Here we go.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Burrow. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. He got 29 yards that time.
11.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. If this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
11 MT.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st. Now it's Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Well, that'll be incomplete. But he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals Bills are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
From the gun on third down, Jackson forced out to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. And Jackson throwing once more. It's caught by OBJ. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, here's Jackson, out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Ready, son? 11, Thomas.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, is still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keeper line?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true.
It's the NFL on EA Sports coming to you now from the foot of the Rockies in Denver, Colorado. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. How about this? And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy from 21 yards away. And the Broncos take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So now Fry back out following the score. He'll send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action. And his throw here's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
14 yards that time for number 14.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Fry now to send this one away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On the Jets sweep, here's Chase. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Burrow going to keep it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way, and all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Marr on for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15. So Fry now, after the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Now Burrow loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
I like the thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jerry Judy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.